what you doing? Yo, people are weird as hell, man. What was that? And I have no idea what he was looking at. Better get out of here, man. Yo, people are weirdos. People are weirdos. Come on. Alright, what's happening, y'all? This thing is on live? Oh, this thing is on. What's up? I didn't even realize I came on yet, man. This dude over here, he walks up by my car, walks in the front of the car, looking down, like down underneath the car in the front, like by the wheel. Then he comes on the side, looks on this side by the wheel, like really looking. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm trying to figure out what the hell he looking at. Then he goes into McDonald's right here after that and stands online. Now, what was that? Like, what was you doing? What the hell were you looking at? At first, I'm like, maybe he looking for something under the car. But that's not what he was. He wasn't looking like that. He was looking like he was looking at the wheels or something. I'm like, who does that though? Who comes up on your car and looks at your wheels, like examines your wheels? Woo side. See, this, like, I be minding my business, man. I don't, I understand what people be doing, man. I be minding my business. And I'm like, I'm in the car, like you see me in the car, so what are you doing? Anyway. I set it off with a woosah. People are weird, man. They weirdos. Bunch of weirdos out here. All right, let me get myself together real quick. All right, so I got my charts up. Internet is good to go. I need to get this link. Put the link out real quick. The way the sun is hitting me, that little bit is kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, though. Wait, no, there's more sun. I want less sun. Right there, maybe. Yeah, that's better. Better than it was. All right. Hear them knuckles cracking. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I used to always crack my knuckles, man. Like all the time. I was a knuckle cracker. I used to crack faces and skulls too. Just for the record. Used to crack heads. Yeah, man, I don't like when people do weirdo stuff. Like, out of everybody over here, like, it's mad activity out here. You coming over by my car looking and shit. Like, what is that? What are you looking at? What are you looking for? What are you doing, man? And I still see him. He's right there on the line. In the McDonald's. I'm looking to see who we with. Take note of that. Yep. This is just instinct. Street smarts. But anyway, so I know everybody's like, what the hell is Mark talking about? Let me see who's on here. What's up, Sheena? Max D. Hello, Jennifer. What up, Don? Buddha. Slav. All right. All right, so we got a couple of folks on with me already. Good to know. It's a beautiful day too, by the way. This is a beautiful day outside. It's like it's hot, but it ain't sweltering 90, 98 degree heat today. It's just like, it's hot, but it ain't hot. If you know what I mean. And I can appreciate that. Yep, so I already ran my errands kind of like earlier. And I'm chilling now. I'm on the charts, just relaxing. Gonna see what it do. Can you dig it? Let me see. Come on, YouTube, what you doing? Start messing with the feed now. We ain't even get to the nuggets yet. Relax. Relax, YouTube. Otis, what's happening? What's up, Adam? What's up, Dan? Stacy, Bamani, what it doozy? Ooh. Otis he trying to set it off with a mic drop. Look at Buddha. Yo, before I could even get it out, Buddha's like, please, no mic drops today, please. Oh, snap. Yeah, Otis trying to get in early. All right. I'm gonna come back to what he said in a second. Let me finish putting this out there real quick. Oh, Sheena said it's raining in Cleveland, huh? Rainy day. You know what the rain do to me? Start raining right now. I start dozing. Instantly. It's very interesting how that works too. Like it never fails. It never fails. If it starts raining, I'm gonna start dozing. That's crazy. All right, let me finish putting these out real quick. Then I'll come back over to the chat, and then we'll see who'll be the first to launch the mic drop today. Even though Buddha said, please, no mic drops. That's funny though. That is hilarious to me. As soon as we come on, no mic drops. Wow. That is funny. All right. Oh, and I need to set my timer too real quick. Let me also do that before I forget. Yeah, one more. Okay, cool. Cool. We almost there. Yes, we good. What was I about to do? Oh, the timer. Got to do that too. And we got the chat good. Wait a minute. What the hell? All right. All right, OCD time. Light hitting the camera. We can't have that. All right, so we here now. I'm at the chat. Chip, what's happening? Joshua, what up? Bonnie, what's up? Nicholas, what's up? Matthew, what's up? Oh, Matthew, remind me. Well, I'm telling you to remind me. Well, you on here now. Later in training tonight, you're gonna come on and talk to the people, right? Well, I know I don't have to ask. I know that you'll do that. But yeah, that's definitely something worth hearing about and listening to. The journey thus far, crazy, man. For those of y'all that haven't been made aware yet, Matthew today celebrates a year not losing any trades. Retarded. Retarded, but at the same time, that's the norm. Yep, that is going to be the norm. So the first of many more to come, and we got others too in the group making their way. Like, I'm talking about months of no losses. Crazy, man. I remember too, like when I first started doing videos, and people used to ask me about that. They'd be like, "What?" Just be like, "What? You mean you didn't lose?" And it was funny because I never used to talk about losing trades. People would always be asking me, and like, "Oh, when the last time you lost?" So I just made a mental note. I was like, "All right, let me just remember May of 2017," and that's that. I remember that because that's always my response when people ask, and they're like, "What?" So it's a very normal thing when you actually do it. But I think that what's more remarkable is the process of getting to the mindset that it takes to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, all it is it's a mental switch that you make. And what the training does, the training backs up the mindset. It just keeps you like this. It really does. Keeps you just full speed ahead. Yep. But just awesomeness. Oh, damn. I almost set the timer. Hold up. Let me see if I can sneak it in there. That's a little late, but whatever. Yes, indeedy. Yep. I think right behind Matthew is Benito. He coming. There's somebody else too that don't even be around like that. And these are just a few, These are just a few. But yeah, that is going to be the norm. And there's no reason why you can't do that at all. It really just takes the self-discipline, the self-control. Just chill, relax. Chill, relax. That's it. Yeah, see, that's what it is. Like, you in a constant fight with Juice Man. You are the Juice Man. You're the Juice Man. You gotta fight him. You gotta fight him, man. If you make it your mission to fight that, you'll fight and you'll be successful in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll keep the Juice Man separate from you. When you become the Juice Man, it's like it's all over. It's all over. You got body snatched. Yep. But let me come back. What's up, Tiffany? Otis had said something a minute ago that was very powerful. I'm gonna read it. He said, "I got to thinking your skill and training won't allow you to lose." That's hard, man. That's like that right there that's the first mic drop right there. Thanks, Otis. Your skill and training won't allow you to lose. That's it. Slav said, be getting into the notion of trying to always have that thinking mindset. Yep. Yep. Don said, man, I laughed. The guy at the front desk at my gym asked me what I do. I told him I trade. He said, I heard there's no money. It's all a scam. People are so funny with that, ain't they? Like they're very funny with when they say I heard. I love when people do that. Oh, I heard that you know, I heard that's a gamble. I'll be wanting to be like, and I, you know. Now let me stop. Let me stop. That's not even funny. I just had jokes in my head lined up, but I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna relax. Joshua said, just in time for me to not fully listen to these customers. Oh man. Intentional distraction, huh? Bonnie said, getting cloudy here in Niagara Falls. Bonnie, you in Niagara Falls? Wow, you on the New York side or the Canadian side? I know that's a good question, right? See, you ain't know I knew that, huh? She said I need to move to the desert. I ain't moving to no desert, Bonnie. I'm not moving nowhere where there's no Starbucks. I'm sorry. Oh man. That 25% number got me thinking the damn government's still taking advantage of us. Maybe I've been listening to Rich Dad Rob a bit too much. 25% is cheap in stock. It's 40% tax. What you talking about? You know I have no idea what you're talking about right now, right? Stock traders pay 40% taxes. Oh, okay. Got you. Oh, excuse me. That's the one lane thing about how investing works, but it is what it is. Yeah, Matthew, he'll be there tonight. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Definitely inspiring. Yep. Dan said that's crazy but doable. Well, it is crazy. It is that's not normal. What's normal? Think about it. It's like it's crazy only because it's not normal. And it's not normal because it's not what everyone else is doing. Everybody else is doing normal. Losing. So it is crazy for that reason. Yep. J. Carr said, I thought it was May of 2016. No, 2017. It was 2017. Because in 2017, that's when I first, when I actually got to the bag, so to speak. When I actually got to the point where I knew I wasn't gonna lose no more, it was that year. I remember that vividly. It was that summer, and it just was just tunnel vision. I was like, I'm not losing no more, and that was it. Slav, I think I'm gonna need to work on the other juice man at the end of the year when I gotta give the bank my 25%. I love how Matthew puts it. He said it's just a decision. Ooh, I could have sworn I said not that, but something along the same lines. I think I said it's like a switch in your head that you just click it, just turn it on, and that's it. What's up, Patrick? Buddha said your experience is enlightening and refreshing, and it's certainly helping me. I'm not overdoing it and relaxing and trading and already. So salute, Mr. Fuller. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. And as you can see, like, it's not just me. It's others coming right on the path with me. And that's what my goal is, just to get people to duplicate what I know is possible to do. Slav, I could tell it must be hard seeing that 25K go right back to the bank of the 100K at the end of the year. Nah, man. Like, when you trading and you profitable, I think I made a whole video about that, talking about taxes and the way I do it. The way I do it is every time I withdraw, I cut it in half. Chop it in half. Half don't touch, other half touch. The half that you touch, that's what you use to pay your bills and do whatever you want to do with. The other half will be there, and it's actually more than what you're going to end up owing in taxes. But when you do it that way, when you get to tax time, you have a surplus because you have allotted more than enough money to pay your taxes. So whatever you don't have to pay, you keep. It's like a forced savings plan, in a sense. I didn't really talk about that perspective of it as much, but that's really what it is. When you get your profits, you cut whatever you make in half, and you set aside the half, and the other half you do what you please with. The half that you set aside is going to be there to pay whatever your taxes are, but you're not going to be paying 50% taxes. You know, if you do all of your accounting and everything properly, man, you get to deduct so much just because of the fact that you're getting paid through the 1099. You know, your income on the schedule when you do your taxes, business income is the best income that you can earn because it allows you to have all these deductions for stuff that you already do. You know what I'm saying? Like your clothes and just stuff that you spend money on, all of that shit is tax deductible. Like, those are business expenses when you are running your business. You get a 1099, you have a business, period. So it's a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying, to not be like stressing out over no taxes and all that. You ain't gonna be owing as much as you think. I assure you. You're just not. And there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna be in position to deduct that you wouldn't as an employee. Like, it's different when you get a W-2 from your job, because the way that your taxes are handled through your job is they already withdraw your taxes. They withdraw your taxes. You pay your Social Security tax, whatever the Medicare and all of that comes out. When you are self-employed, there is a self-employment tax, but it's mad credits. I remember when I was doing the taxes this past year, it was a bunch of shit I was able to deduct. You get to deduct depreciation on your vehicle, like you know what I'm saying? They give you an allotment for if you have an office in your house. Like, it's mad shit. It's mad ways to get around paying, you know, exorbitant amounts of taxes when you're getting business income, when you earning income on your own. So you get your 1099 from NADEX, that's business income right there, because it's through a 1099. So it's treated differently for purposes of deductions that you're allowed to, you know, lower your actual income. So when you get to your adjusted income, the taxes you're going to end up owing is nowhere near what you thought it was going to be. So the fact that you set aside more than enough, that's why I said set aside half of what you earn. Whatever you make, chop it in half, keep that over here. Whatever taxes you end up owing is going to come out of that, but you ain't going to owe all of that. So whatever you don't have to pay, that's going to go back. That's surplus now. Come on, man. Now you got a chunk Like it'll be a chunk. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. There's ways, but of course, get yourself a good accountant, a good tax advisor, so that they can give you the specifics of how you can go about doing that. All right. Mark Fuller does not give tax advice. That's my disclaimer right there. Mark ain't tell you to do shit. All I said was don't lose your trades. That's it. I ain't tell you to do nothing else. Oh man. Um. Yeah. See, Adam, he get 4 1099s a year. Come on, man. Yo, Joshua's crazy. Yo. And yes, Buddha, yes. Like you think, like it sounds funny, but you do. You get deductions for your vehicle, man. Shit. Yep. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me come back up. Damn, there was a lot of comments up here. Jay Carly says, so no one has taken an L ever doing what we're taught. That is true. That is true. Anytime somebody loses is because they deviated from what we are being trained to do. So that goes to show you, just like what Matthew said, it's just a decision that you make. A decision to not do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to decide to stop doing dumb shit? Are you going to make that decision? So just make the decision right there. I'm looking at this 2111 right now, getting a feel for this market. This kind of the first time I'm glancing at the chart right now, so I'm just getting a feel for things. And let's see what information this gives us right here. All right. 2111. A lot of information there. Some good information there, homie. Sometimes I be looking at like these younger kids and I be bugging out. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't pay attention when I was younger, but it seemed like we were way more fit than some of the kids I see today. Like sometimes I see skinny kids like with like guts. Like they look old. They look older than they are, but they be young. I'm like, listen, man. Lay off the McDonald's and get some salad or something. Like, eat some real food, because I think that the fast food has a lot to do with that too. They drinking all the soda, you know, messing with all this mystery meat. Nah, man. Nope, don't do it. Yeah, maybe it's just me. It just seemed like when we was younger, like most kids didn't look like that. The way that they be looking now, they be, you know, like you got skinny legs and you top heavy with chicken legs and you 16. Or is it me? Let me stop talking about these kids. It's just an observation. It's just an observation. Maybe it's me. Bonnie said, I've heard from others that there are computer programs who can always outdo the human brain in trading, and therefore you will lose. No. The reason that that's not true is because you still need a person to program the program. It's just like when somebody tries to create. And this guy did the same thing that other guy did. But he picked up something off the ground. It looked like he picked up a golf ball. Maybe that's what the other dude was looking for. Alright, now I feel a little bit better. I'm like, listen, let somebody else come near this car again. But anyway. Don said to think I pay $120 for my gym membership a month with my scam money. Yep. Jay Carly said Niagara Falls is amazing. I was on the Canada side though. What you trying to say, Jay Carly? Don't be talking shit about the New York side. Stacy says it's nice and sunny in Cali with a Starbucks on every corner. That's what I'm talking about. I might have to come to Cali. Might have to come to Cali, Stacy. Bonnie says she live on the U.S. side of Niagara Falls. Okay. So take that, Jay Carly. Take that. Oh, wow. Yo, you see what Buddha said? Yo, that's crazy. He said, what gym you go to? Golden Signals gym? 120 per month? And I in the back of my head, I kind of was thinking that a little bit when I saw that. I was like, wait, he paid $120 a month for the gym? Right. What kind of gym is that? That sounds like a gym like that would be in Manhattan or something. What's that popular gym? Not even Gold's Gym. I don't even think Gold's Gym is that much. There's another one. It's called, I think it starts with an E. Damn, I can't remember the name. But anyways, it's expensive as hell. Oh, Don said Lifetime's Athletics. Okay. Yeah, they sound expensive. Yeah, gym membership be like $25 a month, man. 25 bucks a month. But Don, he sound like he go to the one that got the sauna. It got a sauna. It got the It probably got a what do you call the swimming pools? The big ones that they compete in, whatever that one is called. The big, like the one where they be racing. Probably got one of them swimming pools in it. Probably come with a meal plan. For real. Jay Carter said, I want to pay all the taxes. Exactly. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to paying whatever the taxes are. And I love when I end up paying nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. But I accounted for, like, this is plenty of money to pay it. Love doing that shit. And whatever you don't end up paying, you keep. Come on, man. Yep. That right there going into something for the kids, like a 529 or something like that. Set aside their little fund, you know, for all of them, for each one of them. 529. Adam said, I heard that working at the front desk is for suckers. What was that? That's random. Yeah. Otis said it's crazy because it's not your normal. People be bugging out. Tyler said, if you owe tax at the end of the year as a trader, you know you're doing something right. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Tyler. Yes. Slide, so you put me on Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and now you got to deal with it. I'll be happy to pay even 40%. I'd rather do this and pay higher than do 9 to 5 and pay 10%. Yeah, see, because the thing about it too is when you trade, you have to remember that with what we're doing and how we're moving, we're dealing with skill. So over time, your skill elevates, your income elevates with your skill because you're able to do more. And you're able to do more. You got less fear, more confidence. The numbers get bigger. Your contract sizes getting bigger. Your profits getting larger. You're able to do more, period. So not only that, but you're also developing the discipline and the patience to remain consistent. So it's not like you make money, then you lose, then you got to try to make back what you lost. You're not doing all the back and forth. It's just up. You just profit. Even if in the beginning it's small, but the fact that you're consistently profitable, you just multiply that over the year, you're going to make money. And as you continue to elevate in your skill, it increases by default because you're not as scared. So your contract size is getting bigger and you putting yourself in position and you just remain at higher contract sizes when you get there because you did all of the work in the beginning to elevate your skill so that by the time you get to the large contract sizes, you stay there. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, like, even in the beginning, if like, let's say you decide to do Project 21 right now and you just work through all of the processes that you have to personally, your emotional shit, whatever you got to go through, work it out. You give it a shot first time, mess up. So what? Do it again. You try it again, you might mess up. Maybe you don't. Let's say you mess up again. So what? Do it again. Like, you see what I'm saying? But in both instances, let's say that you mess up 3 times. That's $300. But what if you succeed? Huh? What if you actually do it? And you're going to. You're not going to keep messing up. You're going to do it. What happens when you do it? You put yourself in position. Now you in position 40, 50 contracts. One trade, you making $750 to $1,000 on one trade. What if you traded once every other week? You average 1,000 every other week. You get halfway through the year, you decide to scale up again. Like, I'm just giving you scenarios. What if you go from 50 to 70 contracts? So now your income on one trade is from 1,000 to 13, 1,400 on a trade. And you still only doing it every other week. You see the point I'm making? So that's why I keep reiterating that the skill that you're developing, you're getting away from thinking about the money part. The money part will come. You're elevating and developing the skill set now, early. So the sooner that you begin to really dig into yourself and get to it, the sooner you're going to get to the money that you're thinking about. So you don't have to be like, oh man, I wish I was already at 30 contracts. Forget all of that. By the time you're done, you're going to be wherever you want to be. 60, 70, whatever. 50, wherever you land and you feel comfortable. That's where you go. That's where you be until you want to do something else. Last trade I took was 80 contracts. No fear. Same way I treated one contract. I didn't give a shit. I wasn't thinking, oh my God, that's $8,000 more. So what? It's not the money, it's the skill. I'm confident when I take the trade We're not doing nothing until the trade comes. The market is giving it to us. You think we're going to be scared? I don't give a shit how many contracts you trade in. You learning how to overcome the fear so you can execute. That mindset and that whole process you do in the building stage and you do in the income stage. It's all the same shit. Then when you doing that now this is what you do. Training reinforces it and keeps you grounded and focused. So you continue to train like you knew. I train like new people train. Before I got on here today, just now, I was listening to 396 again. I'm at like 110 times that I listen to it now. And then later, after I get off of this, I'll listen to 301 again. Who does that? This is how we train. So this is what I'm saying. Like it's like every time that you listen to first of all, every time you listen to a trainer, it's like you got paid. That's the payment. You just got paid because you listened to it again. What do I mean by that? That's the money that's coming later. What you doing now when you train, the money from that movement that you're doing now comes later. Yeah, this shit, like when I try to like bust it down and break it down, like as far as the mindset and the thinking, it's so clear. This shit is easy. It's easy, man. This shit is easy, man. All right, let me see. Yeah, Kyle, that's what it is. Equinox, thank you. Kyle on point. Kyle know what it is. Because he in New York. He's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Expensive ass gym. Oh, man. Nabith, what's happening? Oh, Nabith said H&R Block. I hate H&R Block, but I understand. I understand what you mean. Jacardi said, I hit you with the dad voice. This timer ain't going off. Hold up. Why this thing ain't going off? What's going on with this? Let me start it over again. Is the volume on? Yeah, the volume is on. All right. As said, the only way you lose is if you utter from the process. If you lose intentionally, you get timed out, put in the TA jail, where all you have is video 301 until you put your jail time in. You can't get out. Yep. Tiffany said, I remember Mark talking about taxes in one of the educational series videos. Right. Yeah, it's in that playlist, actually. Yep. Don said, as a Navy SEAL once said, people think that discipline for him is easy. He noted it's an ongoing process he has to reinforce. Who that sound like? Who that sound like? Yes. Slav said, I think once I go further, I'll be able to manage and put what I need aside. It'll be all good. Yeah, man. It'll be all good and it'll be automatic. Like it's nothing that you even have to think about. You know what I'm saying? Tyler said, Mark deducted his cap allowance. You know it. Shit. You know it. Caps and watches. I got it. I'm like, I use all of that in my business. I don't trade without my cap and my watch on. Oh, snap. Max said, pay yourself first. Yep. Matthew, deductions are crazy. Yep. Don said, don't forget the shades and macaroon deduction. Yo, macaroons, that's a $3 deduction per macaroon right there. Yes. Make sure to run your profits through your home equity, and 100% of your spending is tax-free. Itemized 24% as a wash. See, Mick getting into the wealth now. Mick want to do that wealth talk. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Get a home equity line of credit, baby. People are scared of credit, man. Credit is beautiful. You crazy? And if you mess up your credit, the beautiful thing about it is that you can rebuild it. See, credit is part of the business, successful business. It's leverage. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. I think I might talk about that at a later time. Not now, but at a later time, I'll talk about some of that stuff, man. There's a lot that you could do, with your profits from trading, real estate, all type of shit, man. A lot of strategic things you can do, take advantage of. Yeah, Mark did tell you to do nothing. Yep. There you said Starbucks client entertainment. Yes, that's a deduction, Daniel. Let me see. T, what's happening? Yeah, Tyler said obesity rates are intense. Yeah, Slav said people eat 5+1 burgers every day. Yo, Joshua is stupid. Yo, he said looking like a double scoop ice cream cone. Yo, he got me crying right now. That's so funny because I visualize that. That's how people be looking sometimes. Like, all jokes aside. Because you know how the scoop sits? It's like this. Like the ice cream sitting on the top is like this. It goes out on the side. I declare I'll be seeing these young kids looking like that sometimes. And I'm like, yo, work out. Like, run. Just run. After you eat, go run. Go jog or something. You way too young to be having double love handles. Like, come on, man. You under 20? Go outside. See, that's the problem. They don't go outside. Maybe that's what it is. See, we used to go outside. They don't go outside. They be in McDonald's on the phone, texting and on Instagram. We used to go outside. Adam said looking like a Oompa Loompa. Yeah, y'all are terrible. Y'all are horrible, man. Damn. Jesus. Yeah, that's what it is. We come from a physically active generation. I agree. Y'all got me crying right now. That shit is crazy. Oh, man. Slav said those computer programs are what they are because of a human being behind that computer when they made it, right? And maintaining it and doing the maintenance on the computer and all of that. Don said, Bonnie, they are high frequency trading computers you're referring to. Yep. You may have heard the terminology buy program or sell program. If you ever used to watch like CNBC or Bloomberg, they used to always talk about that. Anytime the market went on a run, they would be like, oh yeah, there's a buy program, you know, right now running in this stock, that stock. That's what they're talking about. The computer programs will at certain times run a over like an obnoxious amount of orders in the same direction. And that's what they mean by a program, where the orders are just nonstop. Like they'll hold orders back until the price of the market reaches certain points. And then when it hits those points, they just push all the orders out at once. And that's how they would be able to actually run the market in one direction. And a lot of times these programs would be coordinated efforts between multiple not even brokers, but market makers. So the dudes with all of the volume coming from large pension funds and mutual funds, they would coordinate their efforts so that they can get movement in one direction, or they could take the market to a completely, you know, like a level where it's like, oh snap, how did they even get to that point? Because they're running these programs. But yeah, that stuff definitely still goes on. Still goes on. That was one of the big issues with the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ was the automated system that wasn't like how stocks were traded on the New York Stock Exchange or on what was the other one? Damn, what was the other stock? There were two stock exchanges, big ones. It was the New York Stock Exchange and it was another one. And then as things started to shift to electronic stuff, you started to see less impact from the stock exchanges because everything was done through quotations, through quotes. And that's when the NASDAQ kicked in. In the futures market, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, Chicago Board of Options Exchange, and a few others. But anywhere where there was like electronic trading, you would have the activity going on, and they would just create scripts and programs to run volume of orders. Yep. And then they would connect the retail trader volume to the orders. So a lot of times people would be placing their orders and they weren't really getting filled. What was happening was whatever broker they were using were artificially filling their orders, but actually holding back the real volume. So that's when you would see spikes and stuff that goes on in the market. And sometimes the spike is unique to the broker. Like you'll see it on one broker, but you won't see that movement in the market on another broker. It's like, well, what the hell was that? It's because of what they're doing, their own activity that they're doing on their platform. But you know, and then the government started to intervene a lot more and crack down on that. And that's when you started like having who the hell am I thinking about? The NFA. Because the SEC regulates, but the NFA is they're more effective with their regulation because they have computers monitoring the activity of the brokers. That's how they keep them in check. They're looking in the background to see all of the order flow, and they can see the order flow and they can see where it's coming from. So it's kind of like they can make sure that no one cheats. But who the hell knows what any of them are doing anyway? All of them dudes might be in cahoots, and we wouldn't know either way. So anything that we do and we figure out, it has to be on the end user side anyway. So, you know, you just got to really figure out the movement of the market that you have access to and the information that you have at your disposal to know how to navigate and trade. And that's what we had to do on NADEX, you know. So it's all the same shit. But NADEX is powerful, man. There's nothing better than the platform that we have on NADEX because of the way that we can leverage, you know, our skill and turn our skill into an abundance of income, you know, when it's all said and done through just being consistent with the trades. Shit is crazy. Yep, it is crazy. Bamani said plant-based is the way to go. Indeed, it is. Actually, I'm getting some steamed vegetables today. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna get that and some fish. Yep. He says 120 a month. They better be giving you signals to which machine to use. And crazy. Yeah, that's what I meant, J. Carly. The Olympic pools. Thank you. Yes. Ed knocked it out too. Yes. Don says steam room, sauna, kids center, cafe. All right, now we making more sense. Now, so they watch your kids. That comes with it. Well, obviously, yes. So basically, they babysit your kids, and that's included in the membership. I'm like, listen, for that, you're gonna take the kids for the week as well. How about that? Oh snap! Joshua said we're planting mustard seeds to grow mountains. Mic drop number 2. Matthew said it's crazy that people don't realize they are millionaires created from trading. That's some scam. Facts. Facts. We had a whole discussion about that. Somebody had asked me that, like, oh Mark, you plan to be a millionaire? I'm like, I'm not trying to do that, but by default, it's probably gonna happen. You keep not losing what you think is gonna happen. Just saying. Just saying. At his Project 21. Wait, hold up. There's mad comments in here. I thought I was at the bottom. I'm all the way at the top somewhere. And it says Project 21 on the TA page are only for members' accessibility. That's funny. What you want? You want to print out, Ed? Nah, Project 21 is just win 21 trades and max out all of them. That's it. That's Project 21 right there. That's all it is. But no, I know what you mean. You talking about like, is there a spreadsheet for it? Nah, I didn't do that. I did make a little graphic for it, and I'll probably share that at some point. I'm not sharing it yet. I think I showed it yesterday on training though. Like where it just broke it down using 80/20. I did show that on training last night. But I want you guys to just do it. Like you don't need to look at nothing. Just take your trades, win them, and keep going. That's it. You start with 100. Go take your trades. Every time that you get a profit in the account, divide it by 84 or by 81, depending on if you did if you're using 1783. So matter of fact, divide it by 84. So whatever the balance, the new balance is, divide that by 84. Whatever that number is the number of contracts that you trade on the next trade. And you keep doing that. And just keep going. But I'll probably talk about it, in more detail on training. Oh, excuse me. Yep. If I get to an 8K capital, I need to make sure to lock my PC when I'm not there so my mom doesn't come and withdraw it out of fear that I might lose it. Tell mama, leave you alone, man. Just make sure you turn your balance off. He said, don't give people more nugget ideas just yet. Don says, I love trading so much. It's very similar to martial arts. Every aspect because you get instant feedback in both disciplines. Yep. Oh, now we making way more sense. So Equinox is lifetime athletics. Ain't that crazy? I knew that. I didn't know that it was the same thing, but when you explained it, I knew that that's the equivalent of what Equinox is in the city. Expensive ass gym. But what's funny is that that's actually not expensive, but it's expensive relative to other gym memberships that you can get. That's more so what it is. That's why I was like 120 for the gym. You know, when we used to seeing $25 a month for the gym. But you know, you get what you pay for. Yep, you get what you pay for. Ed looking forward to taking Tai Chi. Mick said, trying to find a trade is what skews the mindset. Focusing your skill on a huge waste of time. The market gives it up. All right. Mick, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, Mick. You know I'll do it. All right, this is 2109. I'm still seeing too much funny looking behavior going on, but I do see a transition as well. This right here will give us a lot of information actually. This right now, what the market's doing around this 2109. This will give up some good info right now. Yeah, that girl looks just like Pocahontas. Like literally. The Disney Pocahontas. She looks just like her. Yep. Looks like the market is transitioning. So now, see, now we'll see if this will continue to follow through and see what it do. Simple. Simple as pie. Simple as pie, man. The market get, just like Mick said, the market give it up, man. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Don said he trained in Muay Thai. In other words, Don will fuck you up. In other words, he's like, listen, I'll bust your ass. You better get out of here. Pretty much. It's so many words. Look how he said shit. He didn't even say nothing else. He's like, I train in Muay Thai. Like, that's it. I don't have to say nothing else. Oh, man. Jay Carly says she trained with pro boxers for 2 years. Took Krav Maga classes. That's a type of boxing. Is that what that is? Don said he fought in Southeast Asia when he was 13. Very dangerous sport. Love it though. Yeah, Don, he definitely got the discipline in him to be doing that type of stuff, especially that early. Damn. Jennifer, my daughter is an accountant and she's part of TA. Aha. Aha. So your daughter gonna know exactly what to do with that money. Yeah, that's awesome, Jennifer. You got you got an accountant built in. Meals and entertainment deductions for the state and meals deduction for the Fed. Yep. Yeah, Don said it pushes your limits. I would imagine so. Taoism, very good stuff. Wayne Dyer. Okay. Mike McGee, what's happening? Oh, that's you got a point, Jay Carly. She said, stop talking about these little chubby kids. If they chubby, it's their parents' fault unless they got their own job and buy their own food. Wow. Interesting point. Interesting. Joshua, the Dow, S&P 500. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, Chicago Mercantile. Exactly. That's another one. Yep. Slav said that's why it's a blessing to have a regulated exchange. Yes. Jennifer, my daughter, is Crystal. Oh, Crystal's your daughter. She just had a baby, so she's never on the live or on the chat. Awesome. Wow. First of all, Jennifer looked mad young. Like, I'm just saying. Because, and like, I never ask what people's ages are. I try to guess in my head, but I always be wrong anyway. Because I be thinking that young kids are old, and then people be up in age and they be looking mad young. So I don't even try to guess no more. I just be like, if you look good, you just look good. Keep it up. Yep, but Jennifer looks awesome. Um oh, that's for me, Branko, that question. When did you notice when it actually clicked for you and you started turning profitable in your journey? If you don't mind me asking, like, what was the turning point for you? Um the time that I had a turning point in trading was actually with NADEX, because before NADEX I had always been profitable. I was profitable already in Forex. Like, I keep repeating the stories about Forex because everybody always asks about what I did before NADEX. And it kind of just gives you an idea of like where I've come along throughout my trading career. Because first of all, I've been trading in the markets, the financial markets, since I was 14. So when I say 27 years, like, I'm literally talking about 27 years of hardcore learning about market stuff all the time. I was a weird kid. I used to go to the library instead of going to, the movies. I would be at the library instead of playing ball, studying and learning, that type of stuff. So if I, like, just thinking back, I was always profitable. When I traded on the stock market, I was profitable. When I traded options on stocks and on indexes, I was profitable doing that. And it was kind of just like a gradual progression each time to the next instrument where there was more opportunity and more scale capability. Like, I was able to scale better in Forex. By the time I reached Forex, it's kind of like I felt like, all right, I'm home. Like, this is it. This is where I want to be. Forex did very well. What I ran into in the Forex market was with the brokers. That was the issue. Dealing with the brokers and with the shady stuff that they was doing. Just think of it kind of like, if the more money that you make when you're dealing with the broker, you're a threat to that platform, because they will be trying to trade against you based on the volume that you're doing on the platform. Instead of doing what they're supposed to do, which is just give you access to the open Currency Market, a lot of them were, they had desks where people were looking at the order flow in the background, looking at where you got your stops and all of that type of stuff. And when you are trading with larger volume, there was, for me, trading 10 to 15,000 on a small trade was regular. When I would trade with a nice size trade, it was 20 to 25,000 on a trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about hundreds of lots, standard lots. This was before mini and micro and all of that. They didn't even have mini lots and micro lots at that time. So you kind of see like where I kind of progressed from, and I came from that world until the brokers that I was dealing with, I just realized what they were doing. I was like, I gotta like keep looking elsewhere for other stuff because they cheating, just straight up cheating. I remember they like one of the last thing that had happened with FXCM, and I know FXCM now they don't even do business in the U.S. anymore because they got banned. Coincidental, huh? Yeah, they got banned. They don't even do business in the U.S. no more. So at that time, I was getting at the money on Forex. There were days where I would make 20,000 and do it like multiple times a week. Getting phone calls, they calling me. I'm like, what you calling me for? Oh, we're noticing, you taking out big withdrawals. I'm like, yeah, I'm withdrawing profits. I had 6-figure accounts at the time. So for me, a regular withdrawal was like 20,000. If I made a profit of 25, I would withdraw 25. It was like that type of thing. So there were many times where I was making big withdrawals. They calling me, and next thing you know, I'm seeing little stuff that's different on the platform. Me not having access to volume. And I'm like, nah, something is looking funny on the platform. Like they must have put me on some type of restricted list, and they jammed me up on the platform where I was not getting execution on many of the trades that I was trying to take. And I'm like, why is my order not getting filled? They couldn't answer no question. They kind of refused to answer questions. So then I started looking into other brokers and kind of moving around, trying to find my way into other brokers. So it just was like that type of stuff that just was going on all the time. And I just drifted away from Forex for a while. So when I discovered NADEX, I had to figure out NADEX because the NADEX platform is not like Forex. It's an exchange. It's different. And on NADEX, because it's an exchange and NADEX is fair and their platform is regulated by NFA, SEC, and I think the NFTA. These are agencies that really crack down on these companies, making sure that they do what they're supposed to do. So anyway, NADEX they're regulated by them. You don't have no issues with withdrawals. You don't have really any issues when you understand the platform. If you know what you're doing, you ain't gonna have no problems. You don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get smashed. You know what I'm saying? You are going to lose. But you're not losing because of NADEX. You're losing because you don't know the market and you don't know how to navigate the platform that you're on. You don't know how to navigate on NADEX. And you don't know the market. You're gonna lose. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's happening with people that are coming onto the NADEX platform in particular. They don't know what they're doing, so they're losing their money. And it's just really money going back and forth because most people don't know what they're doing at all. At all. They winning sometimes, they losing most of the time. And most people are doing that. So most people, their net is negative, like they in the red. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done. But it's really just money going back and forth between the people that are on the platform because it's an exchange. NADEX doesn't make their money by trying to take a trade against you. They make their money by charging a fee every time you transact on the platform. So every time you take a trade, they get $1 for the contract. If you hold that trade until it expires, they charge you another $1 if you win the trade. The loser doesn't pay another $1, only the winner. You see? They get their money through the transaction fees and they make a lot of money. You know how many transactions go on NADEX on a daily basis, it's retarded. People really be on the 5-minute binaries trying to trade 5-minute binaries every 5 minutes. I know that because I did that. And that's kind of where I'm trying to lead you back to. Like, I did that. There was, when I first started on NADEX, I was trading like 100+ times a day. Hundreds. I'm literally on the 5-minute binaries like, all right, why you can't win every 5-minute binary? Like, I want to find out if that's possible. Can you win every time? You see what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there trading every 5-minute binary. This is the type of stuff I did in the beginning. So the turning point for me, and I know that that's what your original question was when I realized the actual nature of the binaries. And I'm like, yo, it ain't about the binary at all. Like, it's the market. And then I was like, you know what? And it's deeper than that. It's not just the market, it's the indicative. That was the turning point for me. When I realized, I'm like, you don't got to be concerned about no other number other than the indicative price. That's the number that's going to determine if you win. That's it. So even when I first started training, when you guys used to see me go back and forth between NADEX and MT4, and I used to toggle back and forth, I really was focused on the indicative. Even though I was doing that because I was used to MT4, and also because at the time I wanted to just have like another reason to back up what I was seeing with the indicative. But then I realized that it wasn't really doing that. I wasn't really accomplishing that. And what I really was doing in essence was confusing other people that were trying to follow along, because they're like, oh, well, what broker, should I use? What MT4 broker should I be using? And I'm like, well, how do I draw that purple line that you be using? And I'm like, these are the questions I'm getting. So I was like, no, forget all that. We're going to get rid of MT4 completely. We going straight NADEX charts. And that's when you saw me dismiss MT4. And then I just was using the NADEX chart, And over time, like you can kind of see how we've just elevated continuously, because now we don't even need to use the chart. That's how deep our observation and study of the market is. We don't even got to look at the candles. Like, this is a whole nother level and a whole nother dynamic now that we deal with. So it's really crazy now. But anyway, I know I did all of that and said all of that. I think I answered your question, right? Did I answer your question? Yeah, what was the turning point? Yeah, I think I answered the question after all of that. Yep, after all of that. Winston, what's happening? JP said, Mark, do you ever think NADEX will ever shut you down, or at least restrict you in some kind of way because you keep winning and teaching others to do the same? Nope. Because they don't have a vested interest in anyone winning or losing. They don't care who wins and loses. That's not how they make their money. They make their money through the activity on the platform. So just the simple fact that more people are coming and trading on the platform, that equates to more revenue for NADEX. They're making more revenue by more people trading on the platform. And even though TA, it seems like we're huge, right? It kind of like, to us, it seems like, oh, this shit is big. Nobody knows who TeamAlliance is. Like, literally, only we know. Nobody else knows us. There's hundreds of thousands, millions of people, millions of potential new people that will be coming into NADEX. They never gonna hear about us. It's that type of thing. Most of the time, anytime someone or like a group is successful at doing something, people, their first inclination is to reject it. They don't want to jump on it. Like, they don't look at it like a wave. I'm talking about the majority of people. I'm not talking about smart people. I'm talking about retards. Like, there's more retards than there are smart people. Just let's get that clear, first of all. So most people are looking at it, they're like, I ain't messing with them Team Alliance dudes. Because they're looking for reasons to be like, nah, that shit don't work. They lying. Nah. What are you talking about? Let me see. Nah, y'all are lying. It's like they have that energy going, which keeps them away from actually looking at what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's one of the reasons too why, if you notice when I do like content and videos, I switch up. I don't always do trading videos. Look at how much content now I put out just on the mindset. The TA nuggets, the ones that just see me releasing every day, I do that on purpose. What's going to happen is people are going to start watching those and really start to think. It's like, think before you just say stupid shit. Don't just say, oh, no, that's a scam. You don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you have no idea. First of all, when you might run into a nugget video where it talks about the real risk is not having skill. You just might run into that video and just sit your ass down and watch it. And then it'll make you think. You'll be like, It'll make you think for the first time. Like this is what is now more likely to help transition people into what we're doing and not rejecting it. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, the first mind that people have is negativity. They ain't trying to jump on the wave. They're trying to debunk the wave. They're like, nah. It's always nah. So that's why I know how to balance the content, and I don't just focus on the trades. And even in the trading videos, I'm telling you, don't focus on the trade. I'm telling you to focus on how the market looked. Look at how the market was behaving when I took this trade. You see what I'm saying? I'm directing the attention to the actual value, which is the skill itself. So that's how we can help to reach more people. Like, I really think, like, you can tell I put a lot of thought and process into shit before I do it. I don't just do stuff random. Like, I really try to think about how other people think. And we already know how people think. People are stupid. Like, you already know that people are retarded. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people are stupid. And I'm not even saying that like to be funny. I'm saying that's how people are. That's the nature of people. They stupid. You could tell them anything. They're like, it doesn't hit them. So it's kind of the same way that we train. You know how we do subconscious training? That's how you got to get to people. You can't get to them directly. You got to use strategic ways to navigate and kind of go indirect to get to them. That's why you think that people use clickbait. You ever see a video and the thumbnail got nothing to do with the video, but somebody will click the video because they saw the thumbnail. It might be a chick in a bathing suit or something stupid. They'll click on it. And now, hopefully, you'll watch the video. You see what I'm saying? So they use an indirect way to try to get you to watch that video. I ain't doing that, but I'm just saying the concept is similar. It's the same concept. You're not gonna be able to reach people directly. So that's why anytime y'all bring that up, like, oh man, what if everybody joins Team Alliance? Everybody's not joining Team Alliance. Most people are not joining Team Alliance. People that have joined Team Alliance ain't even with it like that. They came and they saw how much work was involved, and they was like, nah, I can't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? They're not ready for Team Alliance. The only ones ready is the ones that's here. You know that you're ready because you keep showing up. So now you're on the vibration. It's just a matter of time before you elevate and you get to where you want to go. But most people, nope. And it's like, well, Mark, how do you know all of that? Because I study. The same way I look at the market, I study people the same exact way. This is what people do, man. Yep, that's what they do. Kyle said something interesting. He said, damn, there's mad comments in here. Yo, I apologize. I must be talking a lot. He said, this is like religion concepts. You apply lessons, you get blessed. You don't, feels like curses and a loss. Right. Yep. J. Carly said she need her TA time today. Slive worried about that last mic drop. We chilling right now, Slive. We chilling. Yeah, that's what I thought, J. Carly. Yeah, I thought Jennifer was mad young. Mad young, yep. Matthew said, overall younger generation looking rough these days. Oh man. Sly said it's the food. I agree, man. Overall food environment is all messed up. Yeah. Yep. Mike said, yeah, that's a long time. Oh yeah, 27 years, man. Yep, 27 years. That's a good analogy. Slav said Forex was an apartment while the real home, NADEX, was the house on sale on the opposite side of the street saying, hi there. Come on down, look at this deal. Yeah. Yep. And you know, people always ask me too, like, oh, well, do you get paid to promote NADEX? No. No. But why wouldn't I talk about what I use to work? Like, if it works for me, I'm gonna tell you what my experience is. The same way that I'm not trying to throw dirt on the Forex brokers. I'm telling you what my experience was at a higher level. You know, like I said, this was before micro accounts and all of that. This wasn't no $500 account. I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in multiple accounts when I was trading Forex that I built up to that. Understand, I didn't start with that, but I traded efficiently and built up to those sizes. Did very well in Forex. And the opportunity, of course, is there. But you know, you need to have, or I should say, you need to be able to have confidence in the platform that you're using, you know, whoever you're doing business with. That's important. You can't be having no issues with withdrawals and stuff. And that's one thing I say too about the brokers that I dealt with. I never had issues withdrawing money. They used to pay. You would get your money. But I'm having issues with the sneaky shit they doing. That's what the problem was. You know, y'all in the background doing sneaky shit, and I know what you're doing. I know you looking at my orders and trying to find where I place my stops and all of that. You know, you got a whole desk of people that's literally trading against your customers, and you're not supposed to be doing that. Why are you doing that? Stop. And it was like, nah, they didn't want to stop doing that. They hired a whole group of people in an office, and I know this because I went to the office. And when I asked them about what that group of people was doing, they was telling me that they was doing something else. I'm like, nah, y'all sneaky. I know what they doing in there. There's no reason why they in there all day looking at monitors. That's your trading desk. Them is the dudes right there that's trying to trade against me when I trade. Y'all ain't slick. I knew what they was doing. Yep. Mike McGee said, yeah, mad brokers to even get good leverage, you got to go overseas. He said, I'm friends with a guy on Facebook. He talked about using Trading Station because brokers were messing with Forex traders. Right. Right. You know, you try to figure out how to get around. Yeah, I understand. Yep. Don said, a few lollipops and a lot of all-day suckers. Chris, what's good, man? Carryover liquidity. Yep. Don said NADEX is just the middleman. They make money regardless. NADEX probably has 500,000 people trading. I know it's definitely now over 100,000, probably closer to 200,000, without a doubt. And mind you, that's a small number, but in comparison to the whole. But for them, NADEX is a small firm. They're a small operation. But you know what kind of money you making off of the transactions? Every time come on, man. I mean, just think about it. In other words, every time that somebody deposits money and then places a trade, it's someone on the other side of the same trade. So when you trade with 100, like on one contract, somebody else is trading with their 100, and you're splitting the trade because the profit is going to go to one and the loss will be deducted from the other one. So whoever's on the other side of the trade who loses, they get that money deducted from their 100 and it goes to the winner. And this is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And every time you transact, NADEX collects $1. Every time. So if you somebody sitting on the platform trading all day, 100 transactions, if you just at one contract, 100 transactions, that's like $100 to $200 just from you. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's 2107. 2107. Environment looks good. This is the type of environment that will probably carry over to after 6 as well. Just want to throw that out there. So I like that. I like how it's looking. Winston said, Mike McGee don't ask but full of thinks of France. Oh, snap. Yeah, right, Tyler. Yeah, he said last I saw they advertised 130,000 active accounts. Yeah, so that's about right. And that's huge, but at the same time, it's small in comparison to the whole. So they don't have no piece of the pie, put it like that. But that's a big ass, little ass piece for them. So just imagine as they continue to scale, and it will happen. It just is. It's what happens. What goes on. Social media, Team Alliance grows, NADEX will grow as a result of that, because people are gonna get tired of losing, so they'll find us. If they find Team Alliance before they start really getting into losing, at least they have a shot now to be on the winning side on the platform. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. J. Carly always be on it. She be wilding. J. Carly be wilding. Yeah, exactly. A bunch of Michaels that went there proved we don't want them anyways. Yep. Joshua, the 425 has some good info in there. Pricing needs to line up a wee bit more. Yep. I think the 425 was the same one I had looked at. Was that the same one I had? I think I had talked about it a little bit. That was the first time I was really seeing the positioning get a little clearer to us. Oh, somebody came on here? Wait, I'm getting confused now. Hold up. Oh, okay. Okay. So, because I'm looking, I'm like, what happened? I'm like, what the hell did I miss? Yeah, no, Tyler wasn't talking about you, Mike. I think that he was talking about another one. There was another dude, and there's mad Michaels in the world, so yeah, he was talking about somebody else from another live stream that we had did. Cause I'm looking, I'm like, what? I'm like, what did Mike do? I was like, I just was talking to Michael. What did he say? He didn't say nothing. Nah, he talking about somebody else. Okay. Oh snap, that's funny. That got lost in translation a little bit, huh? Holly said, there we go. She said, just need natives around for 30 years, so I have something to do that challenges me. Yeah, exactly, Holly. Exactly. Mike said, I noticed a lot of billion-dollar companies set up a market and just charge transaction fees. That's how they make their bread. Come on, man. Remember that movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy? That's what the brothers did. That's what their company was. And they were doing derivatives. Yep. It's actually an awesome idea, to be honest. Yes, it is. Of course, you need what you have to have is the technology behind it, and you need the backbone of your infrastructure to be solid. NADEX has that. Like the infrastructure in NADEX is solid. The parent company of NADEX, they've been doing business for a long time. I forgot what I think is it Barclays? I forgot who it is. I forgot what their name is. But they have some information about them, I think, on the website. I don't think it's Barclays, it's somebody else. I forgot. Uh NADEX make hand over fist money. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. This is where discipline needs to exist. Yep, JP, Mark Woman's the MR, make sure I remember. You mean in general? I think there was one yesterday. I think there was an MRMH yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Yeah, Slav is saying what I just said. Yep. Don said they attract a lot of spread traders. Yeah, oh, and I forgot about all the other instruments. Yeah. The spreads and the touch brackets and all of that. I'm pretty sure that there is a group of Forex traders that are coming to NADEX to trade spreads and probably to mess with the touch brackets too. And just them being on the platform, eventually they could shift into trading 5-minute binaries, or other instruments on the platform as well. So it's plenty of opportunity and there's plenty of money for them to be made. JT said, what do you think about my response to Shane in the chat? With your expertise, was it accurate enough? Seemed like I saw that briefly. Is this something that was recent or something from earlier today? I probably got to go back and look. Oh, the long reply that you put? Let me look at that real quick. Cause that's a long ass thing right there. I got to read that. Had a lot of insight there, huh? He asked something about the buy side option, right? He said, I just noticed that the buy side option price is always higher than the sell side. They move too fast to determine how far apart they are. Can anyone explain the reason for this? Okay. All right, cool. So let me read your response now to that. We would always want to see the buy option pricing higher than. Oh wait, before I do that, Mike, I see your friend request. I see it. I just see it. I just saw it pop up a second ago. I just accepted it just now. All right, cool. Oh, Mike from New York, Deer Park, huh? Mike up there with the water. Mike is from the home of Deer Park. Remember that water? Do they still make that water? They still make Deer Park water, right? I think they make them for coolers. I don't know if I'll be seeing them in the stores, but I know that they make the water coolers water, them big jugs. So JT said we would always want to see the buy higher than the sell and the sell lower than the buy because there is a duality in the binary. If the sell was ever higher than the buy, that would mean instant profits, and the same, yes, excellent explanation, which would mean a horrible glitch on the platform. The volatility and time in the market helps to fluctuate option pricing as the indicative will tick in a linear direction and activate the pricing that we see according to distance and volatility. You hear how JT talk? Come on, man. See, this is why, like, come on, like, Team Alliance does not play any games. Yo, listen to this. Listen to this. This is how you know that people study for real. We really study for real. Listen to what he just said. The volatility and time in the market helps to fluctuate option pricing as the indicative will tick in a linear direction and activate the pricing that we see according to distance and volatility. Not only studying, but able to articulate the information. Come on, man. Come on. People playing games. TA ain't playing no games. And then he continues to elaborate. I wouldn't view measuring option pricing against each other as important to what we do. And that's a bold statement to make. I wouldn't view measuring option pricing against each other as important to what we do. I do think it is important to understand the option pricing and according to how the value of that option is gaining or losing value according to the pricing levels. And the slow condition and ITM stability can be detected that way. Favorable pricing can be determined this way as well. Did that help or no? Mind you, this is in the group. This is in our group. This is JT helping someone that's in the group, responding to Shane. Come on, man. And then at the end, he very humbly says, "I'm still learning." That's a mic drop, damn it. I should drop the mic just for that, JT. Just for telling me to look at that. I should drop the mic. Come on, man. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, I'm a Taurus too, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A Taurus from New York, that's trouble. That's trouble right there. No, I'm just joking. I'm very mild-mannered and very humble, man. I appreciate life, that's all. And here to make the best of it. Yeah, but JT, that was excellent, man. That was excellent. Yeah, we getting there, Joshua. We are getting there. This one just now, you see how this one moved in position, right? We're gonna follow along this 2107 and see what this does. Cause this now is in position to set up if it does, but we'll know in a couple of minutes. We will know. You will know. Mick said, bet you market analysts are mad because they cannot capitalize on real-time info like TA. Woo! Sly said, if I'm not mistaken, but when I see a pic of a big golden tiger, I usually know why. Bonnie, will winning become harder if there's a lot more people on the platform? As in, will there be more volatility and less stability? No. Bonnie, remember to think of the platform as the canvas of a painting. The reason that there is stability in the market is because of the market itself. It's not as much to do with the liquidity on the platform. The liquidity on the platform becomes either more or less apparent and obvious to see based on what the market is doing. It's not the other way around. So more people trading on the platform doesn't it doesn't do anything for the pricing mechanism as far as the option pricing in terms of the market. So in other words, the way that the indicative affects the option pricing has nothing to do with if there are more people trading on NADEX. The indicative pricing is not based on people trading on NADEX. It's based on the movement of the market. Does that make sense? The indicative is the market, the currency market outside of NADEX. It's the averages of multiple pricing pulled from different sources of Forex information for the market in question. So like say we're looking at the pound. How does the indicative price, how was it created? The indicative price of the pound on NADEX is based on the pricing of the pound in the open market. It's an average of the offer and the bid at the time, instantaneously on the NADEX platform. And that's why you see the ebb and flow of the movement of the indicative on NADEX. You see? So more people coming on NADEX don't have anything to do with what the market or the indicative is going to do. It will increase liquidity on the platform if the people that are coming are trading. So that's how that goes. That's how that works. But that's an excellent question. Yep, excellent question. Look, JT, no, NADEX will provide more liquidity. See, come on. See, the knowledge base here is retarded. Mike said, this is my first time on your live and even hearing about you. Oh, it's cool, man. It's how'd you even find this? How'd you even get over here, Mike? And look, Mike just proved the point I was saying a minute ago about nobody knows us. He's like, yeah, I didn't know who the hell you was. He's like, shit, I ain't know nothing. I just landed over here. Slav said, true liquidity will always be there. Yep. JT, NADEX doesn't control volatility and stability. Ooh, look at the knowledge, damn it. Come on. They derive that information as an average from the actual Forex market. $1 million computers controlling the Forex market. Let's go. Let's go. Buddha said IG. What's that? Instagram? What you mean? What you talking about? Is that how you find out about TA? Is that what you're saying? Um, JP said touch brackets remind me of Owanda's box trades. Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly. Mike said born and raised, I believe so. Live in Texas now. Ah, a New Yorker in Texas. Came to bring that swag, boy. New York swag in Texas? Oh shit. Oh man. Look, Tyler's like, nah, that don't count because it wasn't in the live. Yo, that's funny. Yep. JT said, I like to check myself with you because I know you're at a level I strive to be at. Come on, man. We on the vibe, man. T said, what time is the live trading session every evening? Around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Around 9 p.m. You see this 2105 right here? This right here. Success gives clues. Keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this. It looks like it's already pricing out. Okay, so it's flipping now. All right, so now it's shifting now to the other side of the strike. All right, cool. All right, I want to see what that was gonna do, but it positioned itself on the other side, so it is what it is. All right, so like right now, I would log out because you got one more binary left, and we'll just wait it out until we get back to it after 6. And I usually come back on around 6:45 anyway, so give the market a little time to breathe, and then start looking at things around 6:30 to 6:45. But yeah, T, like around 9 p.m. 9ish. That's my disclaimer. 9ish. Oh man. Bonnie said, JT, man, proud of you. Yeah, Tyler said, end anywhere from 11, so it runs about 2 hours. Hey, I don't even mean to do that. Like we just go for the duration of whatever the training is given to us. Everything is off the fly. So if we training on something and like there's nuggets and value that's there, we just stay there until it's over, or until the mic drop comes. Yep. But tonight Matthew's gonna be on talking, so I would encourage you all to show up tonight, so he can share the experience of that milestone, basically being loss free for a year. Come on, man. And that's gonna become a regular thing for more and more students, definitely. Don said, with more traders, the market actually runs more efficiently. Yes, it does. Also, keep in mind, Forex does 4 trillion a day. Facts. Yep. Yep. Joshua, 10 MP plop. Yeah, that was log out time right there. All right, Mick. Yep. See you tonight in the Secret Society meeting. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Buddha. Yes, IG. That's who I was talking about earlier. Right. Correct. That's the parent company of NADEX. Slide by the rate that I'm training and watching vids on daily. I think I'll be needing a new order of eye contacts twice as fast as I used to need them. I'm happy about that. Anytime something break or you got to replace something, that means that you train in the way that you should be. I want to hear more people getting in trouble for training. Who got yelled at today? for training, either at work or in the house. That's what I want to hear about. Oh snap. Mike said I trade Forex and I was struggling between going to focus on one currency pair or keep trading different pairs, which I've been struggling at. And I went to YouTube to see if there were videos on people's opinions on trading one pair or many pairs. And your video popped up. Ah, that's hard right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look at what he said, man. This is how people are gonna find TA. Now, he was looking for a very specific thing. People's opinions on trading one pair. And one of my videos popped up because I talk about that. And it probably was an educational video, as a matter of fact. Because I think that it was in that playlist, that educational content playlist. Yep. Wow. Man, listen, that makes me feel awesome because I know that that's effective. Putting out, specific content that has value. And I'm pretty sure he ain't the only one looking for that type of information. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. And then end up here on the live stream with all of this knowledge. Bonnie said, okay, I get it now. It's about the tempo. Like a small band makes some music, bigger bands can make much more sound, but both will have tempo. Right. Exactly. Mike said, my biggest issue with trading has been my mindset. You definitely in the right place. Got to do meditation to get that shit right and exact. That, man, for us, mindset is like the gospel. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we train on. Hard. Patience, discipline, and focus. That's why people be losing. It's so funny because people think that they lose because of the market. You're going to win because of the market. You losing because of you. And my bad, that was a nugget. I apologize. Slav said popcorn will be ready for tonight. Yep, get it out. My wife was hot at me yesterday. That's why I got the training late. She said, I don't give a damn about you or the market or TA. Then later she said, but I'm happy seeing you stick with something. Oh. Oh. She took it from you, then gave it back. That's hard. You know why that's ill too, JT? Because that is, that's so crazy. That's so crazy that it ended like that, where she said, I'm happy to see you stick with something. That right there is the punchline. That's the punchline. Because she had to really think about it. When she thought it through, she was like, but wait, he actually is sticking with this shit though. So I can't take that away. I got to give that back to him. Boom. She gave it right back. That's hard, man. Which goes to show you also that she's on the vibe. Because you can't be on the vibe and give it back. And not give it back, excuse me. Whew. Yo, I got goosebumps off of that. Yes. I like that, JT. Mike said, I've traded for going on 6 years, been struggling with that. Tyler said, I got my train whenever card today. My lady left her wallet at home. I rode my bike 15 miles one way to her work so she could have lunch. I won't ask you to come to bed instead of training anytime soon. Ooh, Tyler's smart. That was smart right there, bro. Wow. He said I was going for brownie points, but it went well. Oh, that's the story of my life right there. JT says she always wait until training or I'm on the charts to want unneeded attention. Come on, man. You're here, my whole family. Between my daughter, my son, and my wife. They come in like I'm not in the middle of conducting training. I'm like, really? Like the door was closed. You open the door, make your way in. Even when I go to try to hide in the kitchen, that don't work. I go try to hide in the kitchen and do it. They come in there warming shit up. I'm like, really? Breaking ice, doing all type of stuff. Oh man. Yeah, Jay Carter said she was mad. Sly said that was good. Your wife almost caused a mic drop, and she's not even here. You know I was ready to mic drop, right? I was. I definitely was. Yep. Yo, Buddha, that is TMI. Yo, Buddha said, "Yo, Mark, you talk some interesting stuff. I can't even leave my computer for a toilet break. You need to think about having intermission here and there." Oh snap! All right, Buddha. I'm gonna give you the mic drop for that right there for the toilet break. I'm out.